New Orleans Saints make a move, and they agree to part ways, mutually agree, which don't see that very often, to part ways with receiver Brandin Cooks. Now, this was a free agent signing that they made in the offseason, obviously bringing him back to where he started his career. He signed a 2-year, $13 million deal, and at the time, T-Bob and I were like, what? 2 years, $13 million at this point in his career where you're at as a team. And I get you're trying to get some veteran leadership as well. This one never really made sense, certainly where he's at right now. But you were hoping you could get something out of him. And, I mean,
what is 19 catches.
What does Dev say? He couldn't find a production with a search warrant? Yep. That's about right with Brandin Cooks this year. So I'm sure he was great in the locker room. You heard a lot of that yesterday out of the building. But, yeah, I mean, 2 years, $13 million. And as a fullback that you would have to times my career salary by
lots
3 at least to get to that number, it's tough for me to say that was justified in any way when you handed him that deal. So, yeah, I mean,
you have a reunion. Year one?
Yeah,
okay.
Year one. You have a reunion with a guy that you drafted. Look, Brandin Cooks is playing on a lot of different football teams. He's been traded a lot of different times in his NFL career. So, the Saints make the move to move on from him and really leaves your receiver room. You got Vele, you got Mason Tipton, who
they got Vele, dude.
Talked about him so much.
Obviously, they don't need Cooks anymore. They got all that production from Vele. He is the third leading receiver in the wide receiver room, at least, on your team.
How many yards is he have?
165. That's triple digits, sir. Fifth leading receiver on the team.
So Cooks will enter waivers while costing the Saints a modest amount against their 2025 salary cap. He now has a chance to land with somebody else in the NFL, and he's seeking probably to get on. I would assume he's going to clear waivers, and he's hoping to probably get on a contender. So the Saints will see a small amount of salary cap relief in 2026 after parting ways with the veteran Brandin Cooks, and that is on LouisianaSports.net by our guy Ross Jackson. Great article there, kind of a breakdown of how it all went down and what the numbers are going to look like. But, yeah, this is a deal that when the Saints made it, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense during the deal. And so it does actually finally make sense to go ahead and just part ways. Like, you're a team right now that has more issues than Vogue. Like, you need young talent. You need draft choices. You need opportunities, I think, for younger players. Like, if you're going to continue to tell me about Mason Tipton every single training camp that we have and how much you like him and how much he's doing, that's great. Play Mason Tipton. Otherwise, he's just taking a roster spot. He's not dynamic on special teams, right? So if you want to keep him, let him play receiver because you're bad right now. Your record's terrible. You're one of the worst teams in the NFL. And so instead of paying this veteran guy who's not playing either a lot of money, move on and give the young guy an opportunity.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really understand moving away from Brandin Cooks right now. I mean, they said it was mutual.
Well, he asked for it.
Yeah. So I guess if
he's not playing, and you keep this guy,
he's got the third most receptions in the wide receiver room,
well,
and the guy that has number 2 is not even in the room anymore.
Okay, but I mean, I think
Vele's got 54 yards receiving.
You and I could go out there and get 54 yards receiving, probably, maybe. I don't know. You see us during that flag football game the other day?
Yeah.
Woof.
Not a big deal.
Not that big of a deal. A couple catches, a tutter.
I mean, let's call it what it is. Like Mickey Loomis made 2 terrible decisions with Cooks and Vele.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Oh, well,
they're awful.
Yes.
Like, so.
Yes. A fourth rounder and a 7th rounder for the production you're getting.
Yep.
Like a 4th round pick, that's somebody that contributes at a high level. It's not necessarily a starter, but like when you give up a 4th round pick, like you're giving up somebody that's supposed to be like a pretty core piece of your team moving forward, at least for 2-3 years.
Yeah. The 4th rounder in my draft class in Green Bay started as a rookie at right guard and was a 5-time Pro Bowl guy. He played for like 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't have one my draft class. We had no draft picks. I don't know who they traded for, but we had Kason was a first-round pick. I was a third-round pick that they traded the second-round pick from the next draft to move up because they didn't even have that. They had like 2 fifths and like a 7th or something. But a 4th-round pick, no, 4th-round pick's expected to contribute. And so, like, you gave that away for less than 200 yards, and you gave 4th and the 7th.
Wait, less than 200 yards? Jake, he's got 54 yards receiving.
Less than 100 yards.
Yeah.
54.
He's got 13 receptions. At least Brandin Cooks had 19 receptions.
That's so bad.
No, I'm sorry. Dude, I misread the stats. That's on me, people. He's got 13 targets. He's got 6 receptions.
6?
That's what it says.
That's almost a reception.
ESPN, they're credible, right?
Yeah.
That's what ESPN says. 6 receptions. 54 yards. Not a bad average, though. It's 9.
Not even a first down?
So paying Brandin Cooks $6.5 million per year to be what is currently your second leading receiver in the wide receiver room is not that bad of a deal.
Well, now when you lay it out with that guy.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why unless you have respect for him. But, of course, you thought you'd see a lot more invisible bow and arrows than you did this year. But, it's the Saints. Their offense stinks. But the Falcons going to get shucked.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get shucked.
I said it. Going to win 4 of the next 7. What are you talking about?
I actually don't think that's true.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think Saints got 4 wins in the next 7?
No, next 7 years.
It's my bold take. I get the turnover chain if that happens.
All right.
It might live in my house.
Should we do bold predictions on where Brandin Cooks will wind up? Turnover chain worthy?